Hello and welcome back. Today I bring you another Top 5 Wednesday, and today's topic is terrible covers. So in number 5, it's not that I hate them, it's just I didn't realize that they were so That is the Portuguese editions that I have of Jane Austen books. And let's tell you, the one that's not that bad is Northanger Abbey, but this is a hardcover. When you take this jacket, it just gets so boring. Look at it. The font is awful. Why, Europe America? Why? And this is not even worse because you see, this one has a portrait, but these two have movie covers. And I thought, well, if I take it off, maybe it's gonna become like a natural hardcover edition of a classic book. No, this one doesn't have the movie cover, but it's so awful, just like Northanger Abbey. And the description of the book in the back is still the movie description. Why? And Emma is even worse. Not only does it have the Gwyneth Paltrow, not that I don't like Gwyneth Paltrow, but movie version edition cover, they spelled Emma with only one M in the translation for the entire book and in the cover as well. And you take this off and she's still in the cover, and the back is still a description of the movie. And I'm just so angry at these books. Why didn't I notice when I bought them? The thing is, I want to buy them all in English in a beautiful edition, so that's gonna happen because God, for sure I won't stay with this forever. I mean, I'm gonna keep this forever, and I'm gonna read the others a lot more than this in Portuguese, I hope. The next one, surprise, surprise, another Jane Austen. Now, I told this story. One of the most incredible things is that I found Jane Austen in a very random way. The first book was that was Pride and Prejudice, was in my house. It was a free book that came with a magazine, and no one ever touched it until one day in vacation. I just looked at it and thought, why don't I read it? It sounds cool, and I fell in love with it. Then I found this book in a pile of books that we're gonna donate to another school, and I thought, wow, I recognize that author. Can I keep that one? It's free, so yeah, sure. Why don't you stay with it? And it's this micro edition of Persuasion. Now, as you can, the edition for itself is already awful, but the cover, it's not that it's awful. It's just so. This is probably the least awful here, but then it's like a tie between the fourth and fifth place. But again, it's the same publisher, is Europa America, and oh God, why do they keep doing such bad editions? This is a pocket edition, so that's probably why it's so bad. But I want another edition of Persuasion that's like in my list, like really on the top. Now things really get awful. The first, I have no clue how to put this in order, so I'm just gonna show it like as they came to my mind. In reverse order. So in third place we have this Guinevere. I have no idea what's the original title because this book is so old. It doesn't say what's the original title. It's a historical romance novel about Guinevere and probably King Arthur and everything. And the subtitle is The Queen of the Summer Country. Guys, it's a 90s cover. It's that awful gray color and that awful children's book painting in the front, and that awful square with a bit of a shade, and just why? It was given to me by a friend though, so I can't just throw it away. I will read it one day, and if I don't like it, then I can just give it to charity. I don't know. I don't like to give away presents, and I really like my friends, so I don't want to seem, unthankful. Yeah, I have this book since 2009. 5 years. I think it's the cover. That's why I can't pick it up. Next is my 1984 edition by George Orwell. This is a 1984 edition of the book 1984. But it's kind of awful. I mean, it's really tall, but its skin, it's slimmer than most. And it's this brown. Why? Brown is an awful cover. Is an awful color for covers. You know, for dust jackets. But not need the dust jacket. You know, if you take the dust jacket, it looks like a classic. So one day it will become this in the shelves. But right now, it's a modern classic. So it should stay with the dust jacket. It's so awful. And what is the draw? God, guys, I have no idea. It's just, it's so full of dust though. This wasn't mine though, it was my parents. So I'm gonna blame this on them. Because now I can't buy another version. The font is so old. Oh guys. You see what's happening here? Old books in, like from the 80s and 90s just could get in my nerve because publishers. Because the last one, I bought it. It's my fault. It was one of the first books I bought in Brazil because everyone was talking about it in class because they had read it the year before when I wasn't here. So I said, why not? Let's go buy the book. And I didn't even, at the time I was not aware that covers were a matter of importance. So I just bought the version that I found at my nearest bookstore. And it was this silver with yellow and it just hurts the eye. And it's not really beautiful. I mean, it's not as awful as those two maybe. And the font, but the font is old. It's yellow with why would you put yellow with silver like this? Sometimes people really damage classics, don't they? So yeah, I have here The Catcher in the Rye. This is The Catcher in the Rye. As it hurts my soul to have this book, this edition. But yeah, this is what I've got. So yeah, those was my 5 kind of most terrible covers in my bookshelf. Honestly, I really love most of my covers because I think historical novels have beautiful covers with old paintings or landscapes, and most of them I really like. These get on my nerves every single time. Like I can't even Instagram those because they will never look good. So that's it for today's guys. I hope to see you next time with another video. All my media stuff is down below so you can check it out if you want to. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye. Street too many people going through my window. Still, it's